Hey, what's up everyone? Johnnyman here, and welcome back to Diamonds Are Forever. Today is part number 2, and we open the 3rd Division campaign, our first campaign in charge of Rushden Diamonds. Today, obviously, we take on Mansfield, Oxford, Wolves, Leighton Orient, Kidderminster, and if we have time, we'll take on Plymouth as well to wrap up the month of August. So let's get going. Couple of signings to talk about. No one really exciting. I've tried numerous players to bring in. Obviously, some legends, Hohe Pava, Butra, I'm still trying to bring in right now. But there are quite a few players, and unfortunately, I just failed to sign. They're not interested in signing for Rushden Diamonds yet. I'll say yet, because I will try and bring them in at some point. But anyway, these are the players that have agreed to sign for me. First of all, Justin Walker, a centre midfielder, and boy, this guy, he's pretty good. He is pretty good. We signed him for £275,000. As you can see, work rate, stamina, exceptional teamwork, technique, set pieces, strength. He's a really good centre midfielder for this level. Then we bought Anders Stefferson. We didn't actually have a defensive midfielder. Saw this guy available on the cheap, so we brought him in. And as you can see, he's pretty well rounded. Tackling could do with some work, being a defensive midfielder. But other than that, good determination and work rate's good there. Stamina, 14. Pace, positioning is really good, so that's important for a midfielder as well. He's played one game, as you can see, 1 goal and 1 assist. It was a pretty good debut. Then we brought in Chris Taylor, 17-year-old. Obviously, my scouts are out and about right now, checking out youth players and, of course, Scandinavia, because where else do you scout in Championship Manager other than Scandinavia? He used to play for Manchester United, can play centre-half as well as centre midfield. He won't get a game today. I'm still developing him and his ability. So, future transfers. These are players I'm trying to bring in right now. First of all, Butra, obviously a well-known striker for the lower leagues. If you play lower league Championship Manager, he gets a lot of goals. And then I'm also trying to bring in John Cogger, who is a right back, because you haven't actually technically got a right back in the first team right now. So we're trying to bring him in to give us a bit more options. We're also trying to sign Sebastian Barnes as well. Don't know if this will go through because away in work permit, he's yet to play for Ghana. So we'll have to see if he comes through. But he's a good player, allegedly, so we'll give him a shot and see what he's like when he gets here. So anyway, let's dive straight into the action. Oh, never mind. Actually, take out the preseason form. Lost against TNS. Team were very tired for that one. That's the excuse I'm using. Tranmere drew 2-2 in the first game. Everything else went pretty much as planned. Most recently was actually a very impressive win over Preston North End. Beat them 4-2. Played them off the park. It was a great performance. It gives me hope going into today's game up against Mansfield that will hopefully continue that form, and we'll show we're a good team. Honestly, I think we'll get promoted this year. I think we do. We'll have to see what happens, of course, but I'm confident. I'm fairly confident in my ability in this game to get us promoted the first time I've asked him. So anyway, Billy Turley obviously in goal. A bid came in for him. I rejected it naturally. Left back, we're going to go with Daniel Tolbert, the young lad. Left back. He didn't really play that well, but nor did the other guys, so we'll start him at left back. Right back, for pre-season, it was Lincoln. Not great performances, but you get 3 goals, all from the penalty spot, admittedly, but 1 assist as well. He'll start at right back. Centre back, Peters and Warburton. Wadwell is often the backup, but he didn't really impress me, so he doesn't get a start today. Hard midfielder, Stefferson. Midfield trio of who would I go with? Butterworth. Walker's going to play in the centre of the 3. And then it's kind of between Sambrook and Carey. Carey did okay. Sambrook really wasn't that much better. He got himself a goal, I guess, so he'll get a start. Because Michael McElhatton hit when he was McElhatton. I got to learn how to pronounce his name. Wasn't that good either. Gray also was a bit disappointing. So we need players to bring in. Let me know in the comments below. What players do you recommend for lower leagues? I am still trying to bring players in, but so far it's been difficult to convince them to sign for me. Anyway, up top, between Derby and Siger, with Duffy playing on the bench today. Duffy, I thought about giving him a start, but I'm going to go with Siger, a bit of experience instead. So Pennock, obviously, backup keeper. Wadwell. Actually, we're going to do Gray because he can play centre half and midfield because there's more options there. Carey, Brady was actually pretty good in midfield. 4 assists. Actually, that's a lot. Didn't realise he had 4 assists. Oh, I mean, actually, I'm going to start him at Sambrook. Take the risk, and then Duffy, of course, leading the line. So, here we go. Up against Mansfield, away from home. First match of the series. Let's get a win. Obviously, won very fast, as you can see. There's no need to slow things down. Green 8 had a goal disallowed there. Going to keep an eye on things and the player ratings, as I usually do. Also keep an eye on the fitness levels of some of the guys as well, because they plummeted pretty badly during pre-season, so I'm hoping that won't continue into the regular season. Obviously at this level you're going to get players that get tired pretty quick. Stamina's not as good as it should be. Alright, so far we're actually dominating the game. We just haven't really created any clear-cut chances. Also, disallowed goal early on was the only really sign of major action. But it looks like we are dominating proceedings. Got to get that first goal. It's very important. Alright, so halftime here. Derby's struggling out there, but everyone else seems to be playing pretty well. At least 6s and 7s, so nobody's playing terribly. Just need to get a first goal here. Alright, so we've got about on a 60-minute mark now. Should we make a change, perhaps? Yeah, we'll make a change. Make a change at there. So Derby's come off. Duffy's going to come on in his spot. And instead of Butterworth as well, I'll bring on Sambrook. See if those changes will do anything for us here for the last 20 minutes or so. And it looks like we're just going to come up short here. 87 minutes on the clock. It's going to have to take a last-minute goal here to try and win this one. Perhaps one more change. Bring on Carey for Brady. And didn't do any good. So, despite dominating the game, we didn't find the back of the net. So, that's a bit disappointing there. Start off with a 0-0 draw. It is a clean sheet, however. So, that I'm happy with. But honestly, we should be getting goals with this tactic, and we didn't today. So, and the good news, though, Butra has signed for the club. So, that's going to help us out a lot. The guy does get goals at this level. I remember signing him a long time ago. Take a look at him real quick. And this is what he looks like, Butra. So, 23-year-old Spanish player. Used to play for Almira San Isidro, I guess how you pronounce his name. But yeah, he comes straight into the side. He'll start in the next game, and hopefully he will he'll be the difference. He'll be the difference. He actually gets goals. All right, so and also signing John Carger as well as an option to play right back. So 2 good signings midweek there. That's going to help out a lot. So all right. Good thing about it as well, we got no transfer deadline to speak of, so to say. So to speak of, so we can just sign players anytime we want. So there's no rush right now. I'm sort of identifying the right kind of talent to come in. All right, so Carger comes in, excellent, and one probably saw on signed to Liverpool from Cuzio. Like that's an interesting signing. Watford coming in £50,000 bid for Andy Burgess. Andy Burgess, he's a promising lad, but he doesn't really fit my system nor style. So you know what? I'll go ahead and agree to the deal. Take a look at my scouts. They found anyone of any interest to me? Doesn't really look like it yet. Obviously, they found John Cargo, which was a nice find for them. But it doesn't look like any of these guys are actually going to be any good for us. Peter Kaiser looks alright for a defender, though. A little bit too old, 30 years old. Shouldn't be saying that. I mean, I'm 32 years old and I'm saying this guy's old. But anyway, it's possible. This guy's possible. For only £90,000, might be a useful player for a couple of seasons. Again, I'm trying to think outside the box here. I'm trying to bring in players I haven't brought in before in Football Manager. Yeah, I can't really see anyone quite yet. I don't want to bring in extra. Perhaps this gentleman here, Trond Bjornsson, because his long shots is 20, and you could fit that centre midfield role very, very well. The centre with the 3, because that one's set to long shot, so that could be a decent little signing. I put a cheeky bid in. Again, I've still got money in the bank. 6.25 million, despite all those signings. Our transfer budget's actually gone up since we saved money on wages, etc. All right, so yeah, we'll move forward. Obviously, it'd be nice to get that centre midfielder in. Just give us another option in there, because obviously Butterworth, Sambrook are not really good enough to get us promoted in the long run. All right, so first recommended, Balder Aldersteinsson was recommended to me. I don't really see much promise in him, to be honest with you, so we're going to go ahead and ignore that. The offer for the midfielder Bjornsson was accepted. Let's give him a first team role. That's fine. No release clause. Good, good. That's something we can agree upon. All right, so it'd be good if we can get him in before today's game, perhaps. Yep, we did. Okay, good. So he'll go straight into the side today, and then Walker will play a bit more of an advanced role. So, Butterworth. Yeah, we'll drop Butterworth. And then, where is he? Where is he? Mills, Burgess. I swear we just signed him. Maybe he hasn't signed in time. That'd be disappointing, wouldn't it? But we do have Butcher today, so that's promising. He'll start ahead of Seguer. And do I keep Duffy on the bench, or do I keep Seguer on the bench? Let's put Seguer back on the bench. He had an 8 out of 10. That wasn't a bad performance, but Butcher certainly goes into the side. Yeah, so Bjornsson, yeah, hasn't quite signed for the club yet. Not quite in time. Greg Lincoln's unhappy with the training schedule because I'm training him as a right back, and he's not really enjoying it. So, but I'm going to ignore that. It doesn't matter what he thinks. I just want to retrain as a right back because we need him there. He's a good player. Want to keep him in the squad if we can. So that's not a good way to start the game. Moody there. Poor Moody getting himself a goal within a minute. All right, 10 minutes here. You have to get a shot on goal. Looking for Butra to supply the ammunition. 20 minutes here, 25 minutes. Come on, boys. Not been a good game for us so far. Not really controlled the game at all. Not really created many opportunities either. Take a look at his match stats, see what's going on here. Butcher's yet to get a shot on goal. There's a goal. And Walker gets the opening goal of the season first. Justin Walker, new signing there, gets himself on the score sheet. 45 minutes on the clock, just before halftime. And of course, they score straight away. Just after the break to give themselves a 2-1 lead again. Alright, so 65 minutes. Time to make a change, I think. And Darby gets himself a goal, gets in there. Alright, so that changes my thinking a little bit. Lincoln, not had a great game, has he? Can't really bring anyone else on that position, though. Talbot, yeah, bring off Talbot for Gray. We'll have options. Butterworth, could bring him off for Sandbrook. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, so 2 changes there. Score's 2-2. It's been, actually, if you look at the match stats, it's been an even game. Our possession's not been good the last 5 minutes or so, but all right. 3 minutes left to go in this game. Is it going to be a dramatic winner? No, there's not. Another draw on the cards here. So finished here 2-2. We'll take it because we never really got in the game, but still. And these are games that I was hoping to win from the off. But, yeah, you know what? They still get used to the tactic and everything. So, I mean, I'll give these guys the benefit of the doubt. All right, so Beyonce comes straight in the side, obviously, for the next one. And then Walker moves to an advanced role, being our top goal scorer now. And I'll put, put Butterworth instead of Carey on the bench. John Corrigan might give him a run out next time out because Lincoln, 2 not very good performances, a 7 and a 4. In fact, the 4 is pretty atrocious. Might put Cargo in. Then I'll put Lincoln on the bench instead of Sandbrook. At least that's what I'm thinking. Alright, so 2 draws in a row. Obviously, we're still waiting to get our first 3 points of the save. I think we actually have a League Cup game coming up. I'm not sure if it's this one or next week. It's this one. Okay, so we play Wolves now away from home. That's a nice, easy one, isn't it? Yeah. We've obviously Ketspire, Cameron, Mark Kennedy, some quality players in this side. So, and also, by the way, we sold Andy Burgess to Watford for £50,000. All right, so let's see this kid. Berkan Algan. I love the name, Berkan Algan. That's he's a Turkish-German striker. £20,000. Get him on the cheap. Doesn't really show me anything special though. So you know what? We'll forget him just for now. And you know what? I'm going to do that move. Cogger's going to start today, and then Lincoln's going to go to the bench. Going to check the fitness levels of the guys real quick. Brady, 91%. Darby, 92%. Could start Seger instead of Derby. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, that's fine. Bjornsson number 11, Carger number 30. There you go. That's perfect. So, all right, so obviously we're not expecting to do very well on this competition. I expect to lose this one, honestly. We'll see what happens, though. You never know. Stranger things have happened in football. And obviously we have a new sign-in out there today in Bjornsson. Let's see what he could do in the heart of the midfield. Hopefully his 20 long shots will come in handy and he'll get himself a goal. We're going to need one now because Cedric Roussel opening the scoring. Always had a lot of promise, never really lived up to it. Nathan Blake, same could be said for him, to be honest with you. So halftime here looks coming up and I'm down 2-0. And honestly, well, no, we're not playing that badly if you look at the match stats. But it doesn't really look like we're in the game. Make a change. Seguero come off for Derby. Both the centre halves having a bit of a rough time out there. Not going to make a change though. Alright, so we got here 53 minutes. Looks like it'll be our first defeat of the season. Stephenson get himself a goal though. That's his first goal of the season. Another new signing get himself a goal. So 66 minutes of the clock and we're still not out of this game. Alright, so 75 minutes on the clock. Alright, so we've still got time to push here. Brady's starting to struggle a little bit. Let's bring on Lincoln, play midfield instead. Might feel more comfortable as a centre midfielder than a right back. Ooh, Bjornsson had an effort there. That sounded like it would have been close. Gets in there, Bjornsson. Scores on his debut. 88 minutes on the clock. Gets in there. Fantastic. 88 minutes on the clock there. And Bjornsson equalises first. Come back from 2-0 down. And we're actually playing really well. We're actually dominating, you could even say. So let's see if we can get a goal here early in extra time. Keep the momentum going forward after that goal from Bjornsson at the end. So halftime here. And this looks like increasingly like it's going to go to penalties. Bjornsson gets in there. Second goal of the game for the new boy. He already looks like he's a fantastic pickup already. Tron Bjornsson. And he's given us a pretty memorable victory over Wolves away from home, and we're actually dominating the game. Fantastic performance from the boys. Great result. As you can see, the board are delighted with that, as they should be. But it's our first victory of the season, so didn't expect it to come at Wolves. But you know what? We'll take it. We'll take it. Let's take up the second round draw real quick. And we're playing Blackburn. All right, so it gets easier. Nice. So we go to the Premier League side this time. If going away to a Division 1 team wasn't hard enough, now the game's given us Blackburn away. But, oh well. Again, competition, I mean, success in this competition wasn't really on the card, so. We might lose Stuart Naylor, one of our coaches, allegedly. We'll offer him a new deal. We'll give him some, hopefully he sticks around. It's kind of hard to get good coaches in. Not saying he's a good coach, but I've had worse. Put it that way. Alright, so take a look again here. See if our scouts have come up with anyone else that might be of use to us. I still feel like perhaps we need another strike. I mean, it's hard to say what we need quite yet because I'm still getting used to the team. Well, the whole squad, as it were. I'm still getting used to that, finding our best players, etc., etc. All right, so no other players found quite yet. So yeah, just let me know in the comments below if you know anyone you think I should sign. I'm definitely more than happy to take a quick look at them. Obviously, this game could be difficult, though. Obviously, going to extra time midweek and then playing again on the Saturday. I mean, we're playing at home, which is a benefit. Who is this guy? Cyril Lee. Never mind. No, ignore me. Kevin Lennon apparently is recommended. He's a new-gen, regen player. Good determination, excellent pace. Tackling's only a 6 for right back. 19 years old. He's not really. I mean, I've just bought in Carga. And he's doing just fine, so I'm not going to do that one. Butra struggling 85%. Yeah, get yourself a goal, so we'll give him a rest today. Big Derby back in. Butra there. Everyone else is probably able to play. I probably should rotate the squad more. You know what? Instead of Dwayne Derby, I'm going to start Duffy today. Call me crazy, but I'm going to start Duffy today. Brady. It's fine, I guess. I kind of wanted to start Lincoln because he came off the bench and did well in that centre midfield role. You know what? This is fine. We'll roll with that because we've got a game in 2 days from now against Kidderminster. Fixture congestions here early in the season is always going to be tough for a team as thin as us. So we scope a victory here. We're pretty happy. Of course, we go 1-0 down early on. Simon Downer, centre half. There's actually a player I might consider signing. He's actually a pretty good player for this level. I remember actually having him with a couple of teams. Get in there, John Brady. Get himself first goal of the season for him. Levels things up nicely. How are you playing match stat wise? Doing okay. Doing okay. It's been kind of an even game. Haven't seen much of Bjornsson yet, the hero from midweek. Check out some of the key stats real quick. Again, our centre halves are struggling. Peters and Warburton. Both with 5 so far. John Cogger's only got a 6. Seguer's got a 6 as well. Everyone else is doing well. Walker's looking good. Stephenson's looking good. Talbot actually got an assist, so it's good for the left back. Give him a bit of confidence. 17-year-old. So I'm thinking about making some changes pretty soon here to freshen some legs up. Let's go make those changes. All right, so I'm going to bring off Warburton. Let's bring off Peters actually first for Gray. Going to bring off Seguer. Bring on Butra. And let's bring on Lincoln for John Brady. Yeah, bring on Brady. Bring off goal scorer. Maybe a silly move, but get in there. Never mind. Absolute stroke of genius. Never mind. Ignore me. Stroke of genius there. Bringing on Lincoln. Getting himself a goal. 2-1 up. But he's got a couple minutes now to hold on. Get in there. First victory in the league. That's going to catapult us up now to 9th place in the table. So that's fantastic, fantastic stuff indeed. So we got one more game, I think, of this episode, and that will complete the month of August to start the season. If I could do like a month per episode, I think that's pretty good practice. What do you guys think? Obviously, I'm going to try to get through the game as quickly as possible without, sacrificing, quality of the video. I mean, not saying my video is anywhere near quality, but you get the point I'm making. Obviously, if I could sign this guy, I'd love to sign him. Hadzimomedovich. Whatever it takes, I want to bring him in. Thurgody, no, doesn't look very good to me. Kenneth Docken, it looks pretty decent. It looks half decent. He's got a pretty cheap minimum fee release clause too at 425. Let's see what his attributes are a bit closer, shall we? Finishing's good, 11. Dribbling's not great. Positioning's okay. Pace is there. Strength, 12. Stamina, 18. Set pieces, he's okay at set pieces. He's not aggressive at all. It's about aggressive as a pillow. Bravery, not got a lot of goals. I'll leave him for now. Centre half, that's actually no we need to improve on. And this guy looks like he might fit the bill. UC Nurella, sure. And best thing about him, we can bring him on a free transfer too if he agrees to sign. Okay. Everything looks pretty good there. We got a lot from that deal. I'm happy with that deal. All right, so here we go. We got to rest quite a few players here. Yeah, some of them really aren't fit to continue. So, all right, so up against Kidderminster now at home. Yep, we're at home. Okay, good. All right, so we have to rest a lot of players. All right, okay. All right, so Mustafa hasn't really got a look for me so far, but he'll start today at right back. Not really a big fan of his, but we need him today. Could bring Setchell at left back or a bit more experience in Underwood. We'll do Underwood and then Mustafa. At centre half, Gray normally is the backup there, but Rodwell I think will go straight into the team instead. What else changes can or should we make? After Lincoln scoring, I'm going to start him ahead of Brady, even though Brady got himself a goal. Butra's at 90%, Duffy's at 91%, Seguer is at 100%. So instead of Duffy today, I'm going to play Derby. All right. I think I'm happy with that. I'm happy with that. All right, so let's finish off the month of August with a win here, and obviously finish the month unbeaten. That would be a pretty great way to start, despite the 2 disappointing draws at the beginning. It'd be nice to finish with 3 wins on the bounce. All right, so first chances of the game looks like it fell to us. Not quite sure this Kidderminster team. See who they have. Anyone use? Oh, they got Jimmy Bullard. Yep, Jimmy Bullard, absolute legend. Then he is signed from Peterborough. £16,000. That's a bit of a bargain, actually. Sam Shilton, used to play for Coventry City. Son of Peter Shilton, I believe. Andy Ducross, another Coventry City player. I recognise him. They had some players. But you know what? We got Mark Peters at the back getting himself a goal today. 45 minutes just before halftime. And gives us a nice 1-0 lead going into the break. So actually we're playing really well too. We haven't got a shot on target. So it looks like we're controlling things nicely. Check out some of the key stats real quick. We got the assist today. Justin Walker got another assist. That's his 3rd assist of the season. He's proven a very, very shrewd signing thus far. All right, let's get the second half rolling. No changes. Get in there, Lincoln. 2nd goal of the season for him. Let's put us 2-0 up, and we're looking pretty comfortable now. Haven't done anything from Kidderminster to be afraid of course. And as soon as I say that, Jamie Featherston gets himself a goal. So that's very typical of my commentary. So 10 minutes left to go. 2-1 up. Let's bring on Butra for Derby. Bjornsson, going to leave him on just for now. Rodwell for Gray. He's fresh legs, so leave Gray out there. So we've got 10 minutes to hold on now. Get in there, Justin Walker. It's been a fantastic signing for me thus far. So far, my favourite player on the team. Obviously, I mean, you know, you shouldn't have favourites, but I do. I do have favourites. And Butcher gets a goal. That's great to see. Good to see him on the score sheet finally. All right, so that's it. All right, so finished here 4-2. Very, very happy with that. Let's put us now into 4th place in the table. Yet to taste defeat as manager of Rushden and Diamonds. So, good start to the campaign. Really good start to the campaign there. Obviously, beating Wolves, the highlight of the episode, I think. And so far, our new signings seem to be going pretty well for us. Let's see what Hadzimidovich wants to do here. I'm going to put him as important first team or indispensable. I'm going to put important first team, and you got no interest in signing for us. Lucky enough, though, I'm just going to offer him the max and everything and see what happens. Honestly, I'm not expecting him to sign, but you know what? We can't say we didn't try, huh? No free release clause. Yeah, give him all the bonuses, and you never know. He might have a change of heart and decide that Rushden is the place to be, or Northamptonshire. Beautiful, beautiful Northamptonshire. All right, so yeah, that's gonna wrap up the episode. Obviously, pretty good start. Things are gelling nicely now. Next month we have Plymouth, Hull, Luton, Scunthorpe, Blackburn, Hartlepool, and then Torquay. So a bit of a big episode next time around. Obviously, Blackburn away from home is obviously the highlight of next episode, I would say. But so far, these are the signings looking pretty good, especially Walker. Stevenson's putting some good shifts. Bjornsson obviously was the hero in the cup. Butra finally got himself a goal. Chris Taylor yet to play for us. John Carger, it's been solid so far, so no complaints from him. But thanks so much for watching the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think of the length of the episode. It's approaching about 13 minutes, which is obviously on the longer side than what I usually do. Let me know if you guys are happy with that. If you are, then I'll continue with this kind of pace. But thanks so much for watching the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next part. Goodbye.